A partier shocked after scaling a utility pole. A fraternity shut down after a teen dies. Now, Ohio University says it's stepping up efforts to make its campus safe and secure. But is it really doing all it can? 5 on Your Side investigator Scott Knoll traveled to Athens and is here now with more on what he has uncovered.
Now, for a month now, we've been telling you about hazing allegations at OU, complaints against the marching bands, sororities, business fraternities, and more. The whole thing came to a head when the university suspended all fraternities earlier this month. Now, despite all that, we've learned not one person associated with any of these groups has been criminally charged under the state's hazing law. The allegations outrageous. Pledges locked in a basement for days, mandatory 5-mile runs around campus, members forced to run around naked, and repeated reports of students forced to drink alcohol. 5 on Your Side investigators found Ohio University received 27 hazing complaints just since the start of the school year.
I think we want everyone on this campus to feel safe.
Carly Leatherwood is OU's Director of Communications.
Anytime we have allegations like hazing come forward, we do coordinate with the police. The police look at the allegations before the university does anything.
Ohio's law making hazing a crime has been on the books since 1983. It defines hazing as any act of initiation that causes or creates a substantial risk of causing mental or physical harm to any person. Yet OU says none of its cases have, quote, risen to the level of actionable criminal activity.
How could it be an act of hazing but not be a violation of the law?
That's a question for law enforcement. I don't know the intricacies of that.
In a statement, OU's police chief said in order to open a criminal investigation, they have to have a victim. He said in all of the recent complaints linked to student organizations, there wasn't one. Not good enough, according to attorney Rex Elliott.
The hazing statute has been on the books for a while, but it's seldom used just because police departments typically like to leave these things to the universities.
His law firm represents the parents of Colin Wyant. The OU freshman died last November. According to the lawsuit, Wyant was hit with a belt, repeatedly punched, and provided drugs and alcohol by members of Sigma Pi fraternity where he was pledging. In court documents, the fraternity denies those claims, but last spring, Sigma Pi was permanently banned from OU for hazing. Wyant's parents applaud OU's recent crackdown on hazing, but believe more needs to be done.
We were both part of the Greek system, and we know all the good that can come from it. But we also know that when hazing exists, it's a cultural issue, and you need to take extreme measures to change the behavior that drives that culture.
It's why Elliott doesn't buy the no victim statement from OU police. He says if investigators can't find a victim, they're either not looking or don't want to deal with it. He believes if a university really wants to address hazing, allegations need to be fully investigated and criminal charges filed.
They have to get that it's inappropriate to physically assault, ply kids with dangerous alcohol, put these 18, 19-year-old kids in danger of losing their lives. They have got to understand there are consequences for that, or it's going to continue to happen.
Meanwhile, OU continues investigating many of the complaints, including that marching band members were forced to drink and were beaten by members. The group allowed to practice and perform, but otherwise still suspended by the school.
It is a positive thing when we do have people coming forward to share information, because we can't report what we don't know. We can't investigate what we don't know here.
Now, Athens City Police have jurisdiction for all off-campus buildings at OU. That's where campus police would refer cases involving hazing at sorority or fraternity houses. But Athens Police Chief tells us he has not received any hazing complaints in the last 5 years. Meanwhile, at Miami University in March, 18 past and current students were criminally charged with hazing and assault for an incident there. Reporting live, I'm 5 on Your Side investigator Scott Knoll.